Round one, fight.
Alright guys, so I got a mic. Second time recording this. If you're curious, first time I beat Kung Lao like 6 or 7 times in very hard, but I actually lost in hard a fair number of times. That's interesting. But I actually performed better. It's a little bit harder to play this while talking than Bloodborne, but it's not that bad. It's mainly during the long corner combo that I won't be talking very much, but we'll see. Hopefully I do pretty well against very hard again, but also hopefully the comp does something more interesting. Kung Lao is not that difficult as a computer, even though he's very difficult as on paper. It's one of the best characters in the game, but the computer just doesn't execute to the fullest potential, and there certainly are characters that do or come close, like Hollywood Cassie and Thunder God Raiden are both almost as hard as the hardest players you could fight. But Kung Lao, not so much. The reason I do this brutality repeatedly is because you can do it while playing well. You can't really do the other one. The only other one I could do against Kung Lao realistically is Rising Fan, and like slice him in half with the fans in midair. But to do that I have to do this 3 times, which does almost no damage. And I can do it, but it just doesn't look very interesting. I'll do it once, just for brevity, but I'm pretty sure you can't put that at the end of most normal combos either. Alright, so I have to make sure I don't accidentally kill him. He doesn't want to cooperate. That's not gonna kill. Okay, so now I just do that and we'll slice him in half. It looks pretty cool, especially if you do it mid-screen. If you do it in the corner, you can almost not tell what happened. But obviously I have to play worse to do that, so it's not something I'm willing to do. If it's just a move that I can do randomly, then I'll do them. The reason I mostly do Kitana's the face cutting brutality or fatality is because I think that one looks interesting and the other one doesn't, but as I've learned from the all-knowing forum discussions, the fatalities aren't objective. Like, people like different ones, so that was really weird. So I'll try to vary it up a little bit more, but we'll see. That was not what I meant to do, but okay. So this one, it looks okay, it's kind of funny, but the ending is just, it's kind of like a joke. It's not interesting to look at. So that's why I don't do it as often, but who knows. I'm not gonna, since this is the second time doing the video, I probably won't say as much to begin with, but I'm not gonna like talk constantly. It's just me occasionally saying stuff. Let's see here. I haven't gotten the corner combo yet off, have I? So maybe, no, it didn't work. So I don't think I can get it anymore, unfortunately. I'm trying to bait him, but he did the wrong thing again. Alright, I'm just gonna finish up. The reason I use X-Ray against the very hard comp is because it's an easy way to get guaranteed damage if you do it on reaction. Though if you do it incorrectly, the comp will just block it, so you have to be careful. And we're moving into very hard here relatively soon. But X-rays are also a lot better than people say. Just in here, well, the good X-rays are, there's plenty of X-rays that just suck. but as far as the ones that you can do reliably, they're so powerful that even if you're not using it explicitly at the end of the match, it can still be valuable to do, as evidenced by Sonic Fox using them like 10 times in the Evolution 2015 top 8. So if the best player in the world can use X-rays 10 times in a top 8 and get it to work, then there must be something valuable about them. And yes, he's that much better than everyone that he can do that, but even if he wasn't, it would still be pretty good. If you do it at too obvious a time online, it's not going to be very good, obviously, but if the opponent doesn't expect you to do it, it's just free damage, especially with Kitana, or Ferritor, or Devora. Anyone with a good X-ray, it's worth using it occasionally. And since there's no execution barrier, you can just do it. You don't have to worry about pressing the input correctly and what have you, so there's no real risk to doing it other than getting blocked. And well, it worked out. So sometimes I do just the simpler version of this combo because I'm at a range where I'm not sure if dashing forward and stepping forward once is enough to get the full combo. And obviously you don't want to drop it, but sometimes I misjudge the range and I drop it anyway, so it's not foolproof. Against the very hard comp, you're going to see me doing a lot of the 1-1-1 fan, because it's relatively safe and it comes out fast, and you can't just hit the very hard comp, you have to beat out whatever they're doing. Or punish them. It doesn't work otherwise. So you just have to be super aggressive and pressure focused, so even though online I'm more likely to... Alright, let's do this combo. Oh, dropped. That's alright. Even though online I'm more likely to zone because Kitana is extremely good at zoning, the comp's not gonna do anything. Like, zoning won't actually accomplish anything except meter building against the computer. So I don't do it there because it's just not very useful, but against other players it's extremely useful. Hence why my playstyle is so different between the two. So I only do rush down occasionally online if I'm unfamiliar with a character, or if I just suck against a character, I'll be more likely to try to rush down to try to end the match sooner. But there's only like 2 matchups that I'm uncomfortable with, so it's a lot of zoning usually. I've been having bad luck getting this wake up to come out lately, I don't know why. But obviously I could do the fan lift wake up instead, but I'm not particularly competent with that yet, so I'm very likely to drop the combo. That's basically what I was talking about, but he blocked it. So. Oh, well, this is actually interesting. Okay, he actually did a pretty cool combo. Give him credit. And got the guaranteed chip. In the previous video I did actually do a rising fan combo, but since I'm already on very hard, I'm probably not going to be able to do one in this video, but I'll try to do one next time. But the point is that that's only a good wake up, it's not a very good combo move. It just doesn't do more damage than normal meterless combos. So there's not much reason to do it. Against other players you can actually get away with not doing armored wake-ups a lot of the time, but against the comp you pretty much always have to. Because their meaty timing, which is the timing when you hit on wake-up, is almost perfect. But most of the timings of other players are off by a lot, except on a few specific combos. I'm dead, sure. Okay. he's at least playing a little more interesting, and well, I didn't kill my Raven last time. He did probably one of my favorite fatalities in the game. The flower. Pretty silly. So, that's cool.
Round 1, fight!
I still have no idea how the stage brutality works in this stage, even though this is the only stage I play offline. Because you might as well, like, master one stage, so I just pick that every time online. I think it's like do 2 or 3 interactables and then do the fatality, but it doesn't always work. And sometimes I've done no interactables when it comes out, so I have no idea what the exact specifications are. I have no idea what it hit, but okay, there we go. Usually
you waste my time.
That combo almost never works on the very hard comp because if you time it perfectly, he will block it. If you don't time it perfectly, he'll just blow you up. So there's not a lot to be gained in doing that, except there's like a 1 in 100 chance he won't block it. But if he does block it, you can still keep pressuring because EX-Ban is safe. Or it's plus on block, so you're pretty much guaranteed to get the next block string off after that. Ah, there we go. The only meaty timing I'm pretty good with Kitana is the forward 1-1-2. Oh, I suck. Oh, and this is just funny that the computer actually BMs you, and it does it way better than other players do, because other players just teabag you or whatever, and all it does is verify that they're an idiot most of the time. But the comp's creative about it, just doing the fan dance or the spin dance. I like this colors, like the weird obsession with teal and the alternate colors in this game. So it looks alright on Kitana, but it just looks kind of hilarious on Kombat. If you see the dumb looking kick that's obviously me trying to do armored, I still don't know the name of the moves. Lateral grab that causes the brutality, that's a good way to describe it. I actually do know the timing on that, on the drop down, which is pretty tight. To get the landing, or to land the hit immediately, it's like 3 or 4 frames or something before they can block it. But from doing this stage so much, I'm pretty good at that. I'm gonna do one more match, so hopefully I don't trail off at the end like I did the first time. Hopefully the audio doesn't reverb as much, because I just turned the TV down and that should prevent it from echoing. In the Tanya video, there's just going to be echo because hardly anyone watches the Tanya video anyway, so it's kind of cold, but whatever. I'll deal with it tomorrow. I just didn't want to do a re-recording. Of course, Scorpion beat me almost every time out with Kitana, or with Tanya, so looks like he's going to win this time. We'll see. Maybe not. Yeah, I got it. Okay. So I should not have done this. I had enough to just kill, so I should have gone for the easier version of the combo. But, oh well. I still got it. And, I'll see you guys next time. Have fun.